Good morning, children. Do you also have a problem when you draw a beautiful sketch, made a line art and color it? But in the end, you got this. So, in this video, I will draw in ZBS Paint because I was wondering if I could get something normal by drawing in this program. And during the video, I will explain, using example of my drawing, how to paint and make line art. Before we start drawing, I insist that you save the drawings of your favorite artist so that later, analyzing while drawing, you can at least remotely understand what techniques and styles you want to try when you're drawing. You don't have to draw everything out of your head. By the way, the idea of this art illustration came to me when I accidentally stumbled upon a photo of my friend on Instagram, and I thought that it looked very beautiful. Why not draw it? So we take out our beautiful sketch from the notes, from the Samsung notes, threw it in ZBS Paint and start doing what? Start making line art. Thanks to ZBS Paint, there are a lot of brushes here. Also, I started making line art with a standard brush. I will later regret it. It seems to me that brushes that have a texture similar to a pencil are better suited for the line art than standard brushes. In ZBS Paint, such a brush is called a mechanical pencil. You also need to understand that thin lines look better than thick ones, so keep that in your mind when you draw in line art. You can also notice that many professional artists don't draw line art completely or patently. This technique can often be seen on the hair. As you see now, the non-terrible line art is ready, and I begin to give color to this white canvas with black lines. I always start with the face, not straightening, even going out the edges. When it came time to color my hair, I had to get confused. I sort of circled with a color outline and then made a fill, but you know what? There were white pixels between the outline and the space that I filled with color, and this is a minus of ZBS Paint, because in a program such as Procreate and Photoshop, there are no white pixels after using the bucket, so I had to paint them by hand. Then I decided to paint the background. Also, it was more logical to start painting clothes, but it's okay. For the background, I decided to use a brush called chalk because it looks so much better than if I just filled it with green. At the stage, I simply copied the shadows that were in the photo. Then I decided that it will be great to paint the eyes. Here I decided to use a magic wand brush, but then I have a problem. I don't know how to disable this feature. I couldn't think of anything better than just closing and opening again, but when I closed the canvas, I realized that I could not open the canvas and continue working. Fortunately, after about 5 minutes, I finally clicked on the editing in the top of the corner, and I was able to continue drawing. After finishing the eyes, I decided to make the same mistake twice and use magic wand. As a result, I had to fix the errors and paint over manually. And then, unfortunately, the part where I painted the clothes wasn't recording on the camera, but ZBS Paint records the process, so it's okay. I wanted not just to paint over the area, I wanted to give the turtleneck the texture of turtleneck, or better to say, the fabric from which this turtleneck is made. So I hedged in the direction of the thread, and it may look unnecessary, but it's not. I insist that you use textures in your work. For example, the texture of certain brushes or material. And thanks to them, the drawing looks much better. My next step is to color my hair. From the beginning, I decided to do a bit with the color gradient. When you draw and color hair, you need to understand that hair is divided in two strands and that they all grow from the top of your head. You can notice that if you look at the hair when they are dirty. When you're drawing hair, it's better not to draw a lot of line art. I mean, it's better to show strands by shadow and lights. It makes them more balanced and better. But even knowing this, the hair is not get out well. Also, I even redid it once, and I must say that I was based on this art. And as you can see here, the hair coloring is too complicated. I don't really understand how to do it, so I think I will make a video about how to do it. Then I did some work with skin rendering. This photo will make it easier for you to understand how to draw shadows and lights on the skin. I also prefer to use texture brushes when painting shadows and light. Then I lower the opacity in the layer setting. By the way, it's better to draw light and shadows on separate layers. When I finished with the skin, I started painting the line art. Colored line art usually looks better than black. And finally, the most delicious. Make a duplicate of the line art layer, then paint in black and go to the filter section. After that, using the blur filter, blur our black line art layer, and this is what it looks like before and after. Cool, isn't it? Finally, I threw the drawing into a photo editing program and increased the warmth parameter, and voila! Now our drawing looks much better, and in the end, I will say that it can take hours to paint a picture well, but the result is worth it. This drawing, not containing the sketch, took me 5 hours. Am I satisfied? Definitely. Thanks for watching to the end. I hope this video helped you. Please subscribe and click on the like button, and I will go to make the next video for you. If you have your own ideas and types for painting, write in the comment. Maybe I will make a second video about painting or line art based on your comment. Thanks for watching, and bye.